Today, we're diving into the glamorous, heartfelt, and inspiring life of Loni Anderson, the iconic actress who stole hearts as Jennifer Marlowe on WKRP in Cincinnati. Known for her platinum blonde allure and whip-smart charm, Loni was a true Hollywood legend. Sadly, she passed away recently, and we're here to honor her incredible journey. In this video, we're covering everything you need to know: her cause of death, age, husband, family, net worth, lifestyle, and a full biography that traces her rise from a Minnesota beauty queen to a TV superstar. From her Emmy-nominated roles to her high-profile marriages, Loni's story is one of talent, resilience, and grace. So, grab a seat, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's celebrate the life of Loni Anderson. Let's start with the heartbreaking news that rocked Hollywood. Loni Anderson passed away on August 3, 2025, just 2 days before her 80th birthday, at a Los Angeles hospital. According to her longtime publicist, Cheryl J. Kagan, speaking to the Associated Press and Deadline, Loni died after a prolonged and acute illness. While her exact cause of death wasn't specified, sources like Hindustan Times and The Hollywood Reporter noted she had been battling significant health challenges. Loni was a longtime advocate for chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, awareness, having cared for her parents, who both suffered from the lung condition caused by heavy smoking. It's possible her health struggles were related, but her family's statement focused on their grief, saying, "We are heartbroken to announce the passing of our dear wife, mother, and grandmother." Tributes poured in from fans and co-stars, with WKRP creator Hugh Wilson's team calling her a class act and her manager of 30 years, Steve Sauer, praising her as beautiful, talented, witty, and always a joy. Her passing marked the end of an era for fans who loved her glamorous yet grounded presence. So, how old was Loni at the time of her death? Born Loni K. Anderson on August 5, 1945, in St. Paul, Minnesota, she was 79 years old, just shy of turning 80. A Leo by zodiac sign, Loni embodied that star-quality charisma and warmth that made her a standout. Standing at 5 feet 6 inches with her signature hourglass figure, often highlighted by her glamorous outfits, she was a natural blonde bombshell, though she revealed in a 2020 interview that she was born a brunette and loved the exotic mystery it gave her before going blonde for her career. Even in her later years, Loni maintained her radiant beauty, gracing red carpets and charity events with that same WKRP sparkle. Let's talk about Loni's husband and love life, which kept her in the headlines. Loni was married 4 times, with her final and happiest marriage to Bob Flick, a founding member of the folk band The Brothers Four. They met at a movie premiere in Minneapolis in 1963, but it wasn't until May 17, 2008, that they tied the knot in a Bel Air, California, ceremony, as reported by Biography.com. Loni called Bob the man I should have married in 1963 in a Studio 10 interview, noting their deep connection after decades apart. Bob was by her side until her passing, and their love was evident in their low-key, happy life together. Before Bob, Loni's most famous marriage was to Burt Reynolds, the Smokey and the Bandit star, from 1988 to 1994. Their high-profile romance, which began on the set of Stroker Ace in 1983, was a tabloid sensation, but it ended in a bitter divorce. Loni alleged physical abuse and irregular child support in a 1995 SFGate interview, while Burt claimed in his 2015 memoir But Enough About Me that Loni's lavish spending, maxing out a $45,000 credit card in half an hour, strained their marriage. Despite the drama, they made peace before Burt's 2018 death, largely for their adopted son, Quentin, with Loni saying to Fox News, "We were friends first and friends last." Her first marriage was to Bruce Hasselberg from 1964 to 1966, and her second was to actor Ross Bickle from 1974 to 1981, during which she had an acknowledged affair with WKRP co-star Gary Sandy, as noted on Wikipedia. Through it all, Loni's resilience and love shone through, finding lasting happiness with Bob. Now, let's dive into Loni's family, which was her heart. Born to Clayton Carl Andy Anderson, an environmental chemist, and Maxine Hazel Callan, a former model, Loni grew up in suburban Roseville, Minnesota, with her sister, Andrea Sams. Her parents' smoking led to their COPD diagnoses, shaping Loni's advocacy work. As she shared in a Future of Personal Health interview, "My mom would say, 'I can't breathe,' and my dad said, 'I feel like I'm drowning.'" Loni had two children, Deidre Hoffman, born during her marriage to Bruce Hasselberg, and Quentin Anderson Reynolds, adopted with Burt in 1988. Deidre, a school administrator in California, was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis in 2014, and Loni supported her publicly, attending Race to Erase MS galas, as noted by The Hollywood Reporter. Quentin, born August 31, 1988, was close to both parents, and Loni told Fox News in 2018 that she and Burt reunited for Quentin's sake, saying, "Having a son was a big event in our lives." Loni was also a proud grandmother to Deidre's daughters, Mackenzie and Megan Hoffman, and step-grandmother to Bob's grandchildren, Felix and Maximilian, from his son Adam Flick and wife Helene. Her family's statement after her death highlighted her role as a devoted wife, mother, and grandmother, and a private service was planned at Hollywood Forever Cemetery. Let's talk about Loni's net worth, which reflects her decades in showbiz. At the time of her death, sources like Celebrity Net Worth and Biography.com estimated her net worth at around $12 million. This came from her WKRP salary, where she was the highest-paid cast member after demanding a raise during a 1980 Screen Actors Guild strike, as well as roles in films like Stroker Ace and TV movies like The Jane Mansfield Story. Her 1995 autobiography My Life in High Heels, published by William Morrow, added royalties, as did voice work in All Dogs Go to Heaven and sponsored Instagram posts, estimated at $200 each by People AI. Loni also earned from real estate, buying a $1.9 million Sherman Oaks home in 2007 and selling it for $2.1 million in 2015, per the biography. Her divorce from Burt Reynolds included $15,000 monthly spousal support, equivalent to $30,000 today, and he paid the mortgage on their $2 million Beverly Hills mansion, which eased her financial path. Despite her wealth, Loni's focus was on family and charity, not lavish spending, though she embraced her glamorous image. Loni's lifestyle was a blend of Hollywood glitz and Minnesota roots. Living in Los Angeles with Bob Flick, she enjoyed a comfortable but not overly extravagant life. Her Sherman Oaks home, with a room dedicated to her Snow White and Disney memorabilia collection, inherited from her mother, reflected her playful side, as noted on IMDb. At 5 feet 6 inches with a fit physique, Loni stayed active, hitting red carpets at events like the 2019 Race to Erase MS Gala and Lifetime's 2023 Ladies of the 80s, a Divas Christmas premiere, where she starred with Morgan Fairchild and Linda Gray. Her Instagram, @Loni Anderson, showcased her charity work, family moments, and WKRP throwbacks, with fans commenting, "Still a bombshell." Loni loved traveling, having visited numerous U.S. states and international destinations for work, and was a regular at galas supporting COPD Together and the National Lung Health Education Program. Her faith, rooted in Christianity, guided her, and she balanced glamour with humility, often joking about her blonde bombshell image while advocating for serious causes like MS and COPD. Alright, let's dive into Loni Anderson's biography, because her journey is pure Hollywood magic. Born on August 5, 1945, in St. Paul, Minnesota, Loni grew up in Roseville, where her beauty and talent shone early. Crowned Valentine Queen at Alexander Ramsey Senior High School's 1963 winter formal, she competed in beauty pageants, winning titles like Miss Roseville and runner-up for Miss Minnesota in 1964, as per Biography.com. Her mother, a model, inspired her flair for glamour, while her father's work as an environmental chemist kept her grounded. Loni studied art at the University of Minnesota, paying her way through pageants while acting in local theater productions like Born Yesterday and Fiddler on the Roof. At 18, she married Bruce Hasselberg, welcoming daughter Deidre, but their 1966 divorce left her a single mom, teaching to support herself while finishing college. In 1973, Loni married actor Ross Bickle, and they moved to Los Angeles in 1975 to chase acting dreams. She dyed her hair blonde, landing small roles in SWAT, Policewoman, Barnaby Jones, and Three's Company, where she auditioned for Chrissy Snow but lost to Suzanne Summers, as noted by John Ritter in Outsider. Her big break came in 1978 as Jennifer Marlowe on WKRP in Cincinnati, a CBS sitcom about a struggling Ohio radio station. Initially hesitant, fearing typecasting as a dumb blonde, Loni worked with creator Hugh Wilson to make Jennifer smart and savvy, telling him, "Let's make her look like Lana Turner and be the smartest person in the room." The role earned her 2 Emmy nominations and 3 Golden Globe nods, cementing her as a TV sex symbol who subverted stereotypes. WKRP ran from 1978 to 1982, and Loni's pay raise demand during the 1980 SAG strike made her the show's top earner. After WKRP, Loni starred in TV movies like The Jane Mansfield Story, 1980, with Arnold Schwarzenegger and White Hot, The Mysterious Murder of Thelma Todd, 1991. Earning praise for portraying tragic Hollywood sirens. She co-starred with Linda Carter in the short-lived Partners in Crime, 1984, and led Easy Street, 1986 to 1987, as a former showgirl. Her film roles included Stroker Ace, 1983, with Burt Reynolds and a cameo in The Lonely Guy, 1984, with Steve Martin. She voiced Flo in All Dogs Go to Heaven, 1989, and appeared in A Night at the Roxbury, 1998. The 1990s saw her in Nurses, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Clueless, and Melrose Place, with a recurring role as Tori Spelling's mom in So Notorious, 2006. Her last role was in 2018's My Sister Is So Gay. Loni's 1995 autobiography My Life in High Heels detailed her career and Burt Reynolds' marriage, which drew tabloid frenzy during their 1994 divorce. Loni faced challenges with grace. Her divorce from Burt was Hollywood's nastiest, with Burt filing for bankruptcy in 1996 and paying a final $154,520 settlement in 2015, per TMZ. She spoke out about typecasting, telling biographykind.com it was tough to be seen beyond the blonde bombshell image. Her parents' COPD and Deidre's MS diagnosis fueled her advocacy, and she supported charities like the American Cancer Society, as requested by her family after her death. Her 2023 Lifetime movie Ladies of the 80s was a nostalgic hit, reuniting her with iconic actresses. Loni's legacy lives on through her trailblazing WKRP role, which redefined TV women, and her advocacy for COPD and MS. Her films, TV shows, and book remain fan favorites, and her family will honor her with a celebration of life. Young actors draw inspiration from her perseverance, and fans cherish her as a glamorous yet relatable star. So, there you have it. The full story of Loni Anderson's cause of death, age, husband, family, net worth, lifestyle, and biography. From Minnesota to Hollywood, she was a true icon. What's your favorite Loni moment? WKRP or her TV movies? Drop it in the comments, and let me know who else you want me to cover. If you love this tribute, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell for more. Thanks for watching, and let's keep Loni's sparkle alive.